Warning, this is the final new 26 episode. It is the top 10 of the season as constructed by the CodeEquestria team. No audio, video, clips from any of the episodes on the list are being used to make this list, seeing that they belong to Hasbro and DHX Studios. If you have your own list, leave it down at the bottom of the comment section and see where we match up. And you will also find out what we're doing next very soon. Hello everyone, this is it. 25 videos up, 25 videos down. The end of our long journey has finally culminated. We started this season on a high note, and I intend to end it as one, with the personal top 10 list as voted on by myself and the fellow CodeEquestria teammates, /Arbiter and Dragon Codec. Now, there was some arguing, and some of these might have changed spots thanks to my opinion, seeing that I gave myself an extra week, but largely the top remains unchanged. So, what were the best episodes of the season? Well, let's find out, shall we? To keep it all in one video, I'm going to give you two numbers at one time. So, we're going to start this list with numbers 10 and number 9, which happen to be respectively Power Ponies and Mod Pie. Now, Mod Pie being the higher. Honestly, when I first reviewed this episode myself, I didn't particularly like it, but the rest of my group mates most certainly did. And it kind of grew on them over time. And quite frankly, if I probably viewed it again, I would probably have a different opinion going as well. The latter, though, was a toss-up. See, Power Ponies could be a best episode or a worst episode depending on your aspect. The gimmick was executed correctly, just named wrong, and poor Spike got the shaft again. But all in all, it wasn't enough for us to completely vote it out or to completely vote it in. Mod Pie, on the other hand, definitely got the nod from all of us. As for number 8 and number 7, number 8 was really the argument point. We had a lot of candidates for 8, but we suitably decided finally on what 8 should be, and it ain't easy being Breezy's, the CodeEquestria record holder for the most views as of right now at a staggering 504. Thanks guys, my first 500 view video. And strangely, it was probably the most talked about and most controversial episode of the season. A lot of you hated it, but the few that liked it, like us, understood that it was a Fluttershy episode. Nothing more, nothing less. If you view it for the Breezies, of course it's going to be a terrible time. 7 and 6, however, man, there's going to be some shockers here, because 7 actually belongs to the season opener. Princess Twilight Sparkle could be higher up on anybody's list, but on this list, it just wasn't. It was a great episode from pillar to post, introduced the season-long arc in staggeringly great fashion, executed everything well, and bounced off the movie the way you expected to. And yes, I said the movie. The movie is canon, folks, whether you want to believe it or not. Number 6, though, was a little less controversial. Six happens to be Rarity Takes Manhattan. The best Rarity-sode ever. I hate Rarity. Let me make that statement perfectly clear. I hate her. I love her voice actress, but I hate her. Like the Fiver of 1,000 Suns, there's only one character that I hate more than this white pony. But at least for one shining moment, the character was expertly executed, well written, and Dave Polsky did the seemingly impossible. Make a Rarity episode that's actually entertaining. The top 5, though? It's practically the who's who of the best. 5 and 4 practically belong to 2 of maybe the series' overall best. 5 was also a tough call for all of us to make, but ultimately we made it. Rainbow Dash had a lot of character development this season, although she had one of the worst episodes of the season. She happened to have one of the best that we'll discuss later. But after some clever thinking, we decided to put Twilight Time at 5. Yeah, it was an iffy proposition, but a proposition nonetheless that we agreed on. It was an absolutely great episode through and through that would top most lists, but not this particular one. Funny, Discord wins with a flawless victory, and yes, it could have easily had a few episodes above it, but it's the top 4 that I really want to talk about. Why? Because the top 4 is absolutely sure. The top 4 reach like a best of the best for the entire series. Starting, of course, with number 4, Pinkie Pride. Now, give this. Pinkie Pride would be on the top of most lists, but not this one. Yes, this is the best Pinkie Pie episode. Yes, I actually laughed at the jokes. Yes, we actually laughed at Weird Al Yankovic's cheese sandwich and enjoyed it thoroughly. Yes, is it the best Key episode?
Want some more juice?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yep. And, yes, it was just generally fun. 3, however, belongs to testing 1, 2, 3. An episode that, quite frankly, is shocking, but it makes up for the failure that is Rainbow Falls by putting Rainbow in a great spot. Plus, the dialogue that gave us history on the Wonder Vaults is excellent. The rap, although you can't distinguish what decade it's actually from, is funny, and the banter between Twilight and Rainbow carry this episode into excellence, and the foreshadowed conclusion was also a nice touch.
Okay, there you go. I see you later.
Yep.
Hopefully it won't be as late as it was last time.
Yep. Which leaves us, of course, with 2. What are the top 2 episodes of the season? Well, if you haven't already figured it out, then let me help you out here. The top 2 are, quite frankly, the best 2 episodes this series may have ever produced. Although both of them, to me, are not as good as Lesson 0, they're in my personal top 5. Number 2 is, of course, the season ender, Twilight's Kingdom. How do you add a Dragon Ball Z type super fight, a great moral about forgiveness, the best villain in the history of this show thus far, in Tarek, the conclusion and execution of the Harmony Box, and I actually do like the Rainbow Power Forms. God, if they don't do a Power Rangers episode, so next season I will be sorely disappointed. All the pieces are in place. Great overall story, great ending song, and it just connects. And it feels big, executes big, and quite frankly, if you've been following the arc properly, it should leave you breathless. But that's not good enough to top this list. So what is our number 1 episode, as agreed by all 3 of us instantaneously, is Flight to the Finish. Now, of course, you would expect this from me, seeing that I'm a disabled person and it hit the disability chord just right. But what you don't know is Dragon has autism. He has a disability too, and it hit him dead on the letter. It's the best episode that the Crusaders have ever been involved in, with the best overall executed plot about disability ever, treating it with respect, gravitas, but still being careful. Rainbow Dash comes off as a perfect mentor for Scootaloo. It has the best song of the season in Hearts as Strong as Horses, and it's just dang perfect. There's hardly anything wrong with this episode, and quite frankly, it's Dave Polsky's best written work on this series to date. It's that good. I will be rewatching that episode a dozen times, and anybody that has any disability whatsoever should watch the message of the show. It makes other shows' depictions of disability almost look downright offensive. But it also shows My Little Pony at its absolute moral and ethical best. And that deserves to be rewarded. So there you have it. 26 videos ago, we started on a journey to get from the beginning to the end of this season. But as you know, there is another season in waiting. And I'm happy to announce that we'll be doing this all again. 26 videos over 27 weeks. And I am proud to officially declare the official name for the new series. I'm officially calling it New 26 Rainbow Powered, or RP'd for short. This will showcase all 26 of the Season 5 episodes in review form, as well as a similar top 10 list, as well as a season overview review at the end of the 26. That will start up as soon as Season 5 gets underway. To make up for the time, though, I'm going back in time by reviewing all the classic episodes, not in order, starting with Lesson 0. That will begin next week. For all of you that have viewed the new 26 and enjoyed it, thank you. This has been the hardest and most back-breaking project I have ever done in the history of this channel. It was a joy, a thrill, a visceral something to wake up every Saturday morning just like a kid to view these episodes to review to you. It's almost sad that it's over, but every ending is a new beginning. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will continue to watch our videos during the hiatus. We got a lot of stuff planned, but understand, the new 26 has just leveled up. Thanks for watching.